Take out your finger. Pretend your finger is a caterpillar. If you could make a voice for your caterpillar, if you could say hello in a caterpillar voice, raise your hand. I want to hear tiny caterpillar voices. Let me hear you. I'm a caterpillar. Let me hear you. I'm a caterpillar. Let me hear you. I'm a caterpillar. Let's say hello in our little voices. Ready? Now, the caterpillar in this story plays a trick. She makes her little voice big when her little voice is big.
This is what she says. Show me your muscles. She says,
I'm a mighty warrior, daughter of the long run. I can stomp a rhinoceros into the ground and swing the elephant all around. This is the story of the tricky little caterpillar who fools the big animals. The story begins with this sound. Once, there was a tiny little caterpillar. She spent the morning trying to get away from a frog. The frog wanted to lick her up. Oh, let's make that sound. For breakfast. She was hiding underneath a leaf. She said, I wish I could find a safe place to rest. When she saw a place that gave her an idea. It was a tree with a door in the front with a tiny little space under the door, just big enough for a little caterpillar to scooch underneath. She said, that's where I'm going. She scurried through the sand under the door, and inside she said, yes, in a little voice. Let's say yes in a little voice. Ready? But inside the hollow tree, her voice began to echo. It bounced off the walls. Bobbing! Ba-boom! Ba-boom! Ba-boing! And her little yes sounded like this. Yes! Let's say that. Yes! Inside this hollow tree, I don't sound like a little caterpillar. I sound like a monster. Anybody who's outside the tree, they can't see me in here. They can only hear me. And if they just hear me, they'll think I'm a monster. I'm gonna play a trick. I'm gonna show all those animals that small can be big. Well, she didn't have to wait long. It was Rabbit's house she was hiding out in. Rabbit was down by the watering hole, scratching that space between his ears. Have a little scratch between your ears. He decided to hop back to his house and take a nap. So using your shoulders, let's hop 3 times. Ready? Hop! 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 He stopped in front of his door. There was a trail in the sand of a long body. Hundreds and thousands, millions and billions of tiny little feet prints. There's something a lot of feet. Ah! It's in my house! I gotta get it out. He went to his door. He lifted his rabbit paw. Please lift your rabbit paw. And he knocked 3 times on his own door. Let's knock. Knock! 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 And he said in his bravest voice, and please use your brave rabbit voice to say, who is in Rabbit's house? Ready? Who is in Rabbit's house? Well, little tiny caterpillar was. She couldn't wait to see if her trick worked. Show me your muscle, she said. I'm a mighty warrior, daughter of the long one. I can stomp a rhinoceros into the ground and swing the elephant all around. Wow, said Rabbit. He hopped right into Hyena. Now, hyenas laugh a lot, so let's have a big laugh. You hopped right into me. Get that monster out of my house. Who, me? Me? Nobody thought Hyena was brave, including Hyena. But Hyena thought, well, Rabbit thinks I'm brave enough. I'll give it a try. She went up to Rabbit's door. She took out her slender foreleg. Please take out your slender foreleg. She rapped 3 times on the door. Rap, rap, rap. And she said in her laughing voice, and use your laughing hyena voice to say, who is in Rabbit's house? Ready? And little tiny caterpillar, she played her trick again. Show me your muscle, she said. I'm a mighty warrior, daughter of the long one. I can stomp a rhinoceros into the ground and swing the elephant all around. Hyena was history. Rabbit had to find somebody. Luckily, Leopard was right there. Leopard had big claws. Leopard could growl loudly. I need a leopard. Leopard came right up. Can you stand on your hind legs? Yeah. Stand all the way up on your tall legs. Yeah. She took out her sharp claws and she growled very loudly. Rawr! And then she scratched on the door 3 times. Let's hope for scratch. Scratch, scratch, scratch. And she said all by herself in that great growly voice, "Who is in Rabbit's house?" Who is in Rabbit's house? And little tiny caterpillar, she played her trick again. Show me your muscle, she said. I'm a mighty warrior, daughter of the long one. I can stomp a rhinoceros into the ground and swing the elephant all around. When Leopard heard this, she growled even louder. Rah! And then she started to climb the tree. She started to pull leaves off of the tree. And Rabbit said, "Well, you better not do that. You're going to make my roof leak." So Leopard jumped out of the tree. And she ran right back to the watering hole. Let's have a hand for Leopard. Rabbit had to find somebody. Luckily, Rhinoceros was there. Rhino was big. Rhino was strong. Rhino had a very hard head. Oh, I better check. Oh, good, it's nice and hard. Using that horn on the front of his head, he knocked on the door 3 times. Let's help him knock. Knock! 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 And he said in his loud, booming, rhino voice, "Who is in Rabbit's house? Who is in Rabbit's house?" And little tiny caterpillar, she played her trick again. Show me your muscle, she said. I'm a mighty warrior, daughter of the long one. I can stomp a rhinoceros into the ground and swing the elephant all around. When Rhino heard stomp a rhinoceros into the ground, he began to snort. He took his foot. He rubbed his foot on the ground and he charged. But the sun got into his eyes, and so he blinked. He missed the tree. His horn caught Rabbit on the cottontail. Rabbit went flying through the air and landed splash in the middle of the watering hole. And by that time, Rhino had run away. Let's have a hand for Rhino. It was a good thing there were a couple of elephants around. Come up here, Mr. Elephant. Come up here, these elephants. Right over here. Oops. The elephants took out their trunks. They reached into the water. They each pulled one of Rabbit's ears out of the water. And Rabbit said, "And that monster, out of my house." So with their big trunks, the elephants pounded on the door 3 times. Let's help them pound. Ready? Pound! 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 And the elephants said, in their loud elephant voices, "Who is in Rabbit's house?" They've been studying the script. And little tiny caterpillar, she played her trick again. Show me your muscle, she said. I'm a mighty warrior, daughter of the long one. I can stomp a rhinoceros into the ground and swing the elephant all around. When the elephants heard swing the elephants all around, the 2 elephants, they shook their heads. Can you shake your heads, elephants? Nobody was going to swing these elephants around, and they said, "No way! No way!" They said, "No chance! No chance!" They said, "No how! No how!" They calmly walked right back to the watering hole, avoiding the conflict altogether. Let's have a hand for the elephant. Well, the bravest creatures were left, and they were the frogs. I need 6 little frogs. 1,
Well, I was already something,
2,
so I can't do it.
3, 4, 5, 6.
I was already something, so I couldn't be one anyway.
Go figure, frogs. Stand on your hind legs. Stand on your hind legs. Right over here, Mr. Frog. The frogs took out their frog hands, and they smacked them on the door 3 times. Ready, frogs? Smack! 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 And they said in their ribbity frog voices, "Who is in Rabbit's house?" And little tiny caterpillar, she played her trick again. Show me your muscle, she said. I'm a mighty warrior, daughter of the long one. I can one said, I can jump. Can you say that? I can jump. Let me see you. Give us a jump. Not bad. Frog number 2 said, my legs are strong.
My legs are strong.
Let me see. Whoa. Frog number 3 said, my tongue is so sticky.
My tongue is so sticky.
Stick it out. Let's see that tongue. Frog number 4 said, I'm gonna slide my tongue.
I'm gonna slide my tongue
Under the door.
under the door
And lick you up.
and lick you up.
The frogs, they're gonna scoop me up. I gotta get out of here. But if I look like a caterpillar, they'll scoop me up for sure. I gotta change my appearance. I need an
Idea.
Quickly, she got an idea. She crawled out of the top of the door, and she turned her caterpillar self into a butterfly. She flew away. When the animals saw that it was a little caterpillar who turned into a butterfly that caused all the problems, they had a great big laugh. Let's laugh. And they said, I'm a mighty warrior, daughter of the long one. I can stop a rhinoceros into the ground and swing the elephant all around. And that is the story of the tricky little caterpillar. Let's have a hand for the frog.